Hi, my beloved. Here's another quickie on astrological or astrologer shit talk. Here's my concerted opinion about, I think every state, I want to say like north of Tennessee, right? No, you gotta hear me out. Saturn's influence on every northern state is so great. It's unreal. I've had more conversations with people of illegal activities that I'm doing that I have to explain to whatever individual who stopped me from what I'm doing that it's totally okay to be doing what I'm doing. Whatever the last few generations were in Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, they're Saturn generations. And in the places they live are heavily Saturn influenced. It's my sneaking suspicion that Saturn doesn't hang around the ecliptic or the equator. The equator much. And that if you stay near the Tropic of Capricorn to the Tropic of Cancer, you don't get too much of that influence. Because yeah, we need it. You get some of it regardless of where you're at. But there's areas where it's overpropagated, right? And those are kind of areas where if you look at the year, it's really not super habitable for humans. Really, we kind of want to be in an area where it's habitable through the entire year. You don't have to worry about. You really don't want to be living where you have to worry about if a drought or a lack of one season could ruin your winter. Right? We have a full 5 months of nothing growing, but only a few months for things to grow. That doesn't make sense. Shouldn't be living in those ranges, just as a thought. And life is extremely convenient right now. If something happened, because we're Uranus Taurus right now, in the middle of it, right? The biggest things from 1934 to 1942 happened in the middle of it. You know, those moments where decades happen. We're about to be there, I believe, right? So, just some thoughts. Saturn influence on the planet, the planar, the northern area, specifically the northern Polic, right? And the things that habitate around that area, upper latitudes, predominantly Saturn influenced. That's my shit talk for the day. I'm positive of it. I mean, because those places I've been, and in your regular activities, you find people trying to limit you. You try people trying to put the law on you who are not the law. It's just ridiculous. You have the funniest conversations with those generations. And then the police do show up and they have to calm them down and tell them, no, this person can be here. And anyways, just some thoughts. You'll have a great rest of your day.